Hi Virgo, welcome to your Case of the Ex reading. I will be throwing out 4 cards to see what your ex has been up to, how they're feeling, and what are the opportunities coming in for them. If you like this reading, please feel free to give me a thumbs up. I'd just like to know the feedback and if these readings are popular and they interest people out there. I did have one of my lovely viewers suggest I do this reading, so I've actually taken on her suggestion. But let's have a look and see, Virgo. Case of the Ex, Virgo. Okay, 8 of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, 9 of Wands, and the Hermit. Okay, so the 8 of Cups denotes walking away from something, leaving something behind. So this separation that you've had with your ex, I feel like it was in your path. I felt like it, not for all of you, but for some, I feel like you were fated to go separate ways from this person. For some, they're definitely walking away for good. They won't be re-entering your life, and I feel your ex, will be single for quite some time. This is a case of, being autonomous. The Hermit is someone who is alone, might be single for quite some time now. I feel like this is what's meant to be for their future. Now, it's not to say that some of you won't be coming back together. There is a possibility you could, because, the Wheel of Fortune here with the 8 of Cups and the Hermit could indicate that right now you aren't aligned to be together. Right now isn't the time for you two to be together. For whatever reason, fate has other things in store for your ex here. So there's other things in store, whether it's a different relationship they need to have, whether they need to do some things for themselves, for their career, whether they need to have more life experience, they need to learn more about themselves in love and life and what they will handle and what it is that they really want. So I feel for some, this 8 of Cups, this walking away, is because the relationship didn't work out, because there was something lacking. We see all the cups here lined up except for one that is missing. So something was missing in the relationship for your ex. Something just wasn't there, whether it was a spark, whether it was attraction, whether it was emotion, whether it was love, whether it was commitment. There was lack and limitation, and they've turned their back and they're looking elsewhere. I feel as though fate has other plans in store for your ex at this point in time. But I feel there was anxiety, and there still is anxiety regarding this exodus, regarding this turning away, whether this person left you or you left them. The moon talks about anxiety, and as you can see, the stars, the sky is dark and grey and somber and gloomy. So it's an indication that maybe towards the end of the relationship, right before it ended, it was really dark and gloomy, and it just was lacking, and there was limitation and despair and doubt. And this was really the catalyst for this walking away, this exodus, this turning back. For some, I feel like you might hear that your ex is either going on a trip, leaving a job, leaving a city, leaving the country. There could be news of this as well. And if this is the case, this is fate playing out for them. There's something that they had to do. The Wheel of Fortune is, things are looking up. Things are in, this is fate having plans. The Wheel of Fortune is things coming to a full circle. So it's either they need to experience something before you can come together, or there's someone they're going to meet through serendipity, because the Wheel of Fortune is all bets are off. This is fate at play. This is life is handing them something that they're meant to go through, something that has been placed in their path for a reason. Whether it's taking time away from you, whether it's meeting someone brand new and ending up with this person. There could be a whole other life up ahead for this person. Some of you will not be coming back together, and you're going to be going your separate ways because they've got someone in their fate, someone in their path they're meant to be with. For others, it could be that you might be separated for a while, and then you'll come back together and potentially have a happily ever after with this person. For some, you won't hear of them again. They've left, they've gone. They've got but things are turning for them. So whether they've been, going through a lot of hardships lately, I feel like things are on the up and up for them, which is good. They're completing a lot of things. They're working towards their goals. They're doing things with their life. Maybe this relationship held them back in some ways, or maybe they felt like it held them back in some ways. Um, there's pain and hurt here with the Nine of Wands. As you can see, he sort of looks battered and bruised. He's bandaged up. He's on guard. He's got his walls up. This person, with whatever happened in your relationship, this person definitely has their walls up now. They're really going to not be very open to the next person that comes into their life, or they could be very defensive still. They could be very defensive about their actions, about how the relationship ended, about how they walked away, about how you walked away, or whoever did the walking away, or if it was mutual. The Nine of Wands is this person is very defensive, very protective, has these walls up, has their guard up, is going to close themselves off to love for quite some time now, because they do have the Hermit. So the fates, the gods, the universe could be potentially bringing someone very nice to them, someone they can have a long-term relationship with or end up with potentially. But I feel it's more in their distant future. They need to go through a lot of things before they end up with someone, because they're going to be single for quite some time. It could be that they're emotionally scarred by what happened, by what was said, what was done, how this relationship ended. They're definitely very defensive over love. They could also be defensive over you. I feel if someone has something to say about you and how your relationship ended, I feel like they might protect you in that sense and say, well, it wasn't all them, or that's not really any of your business, which is nice. I feel like they don't want to get involved in gossip. They don't want too many people involved in what happened. I feel like they just want to make it more intimate, and not get too many people involved. Which you got to give it to them. They're not out there to give you a bad reputation or give you a bad name. Some might, but I feel for the most part, your ex will just be really still, feeling really hurt and feeling really raw, and perhaps not even opening up to people that are around them, wanting to help them in some way. Now, your ex does have the Hermit as well. There could be a potential Virgo. This could be you that's coming up around them. That's going to be still important for them, that they're going to meet up with and end up with later in life. For some, you might go on a holiday, or your ex might ask you to go on a holiday or a trip with them of some kind. Or for others, I feel like your ex is going to be single for quite some time. I feel like they're going to be, not that they won't be lucky in love, I just feel like they're going to be really closing themselves off to love and not being receptive to it. And we can get a lot of opportunities and offers, but if we're not open and we're not receptive, those offers, there's barriers. Those offers aren't going to come to fruition. They're not going to manifest completely because we're blocking them. And I feel this person just needs, they might be a bit of a recluse. They might become a bit of a hermit, because I think they need time to think over what they're doing. They need to, whether this lack or limitation, they need to be alone. They need to work on themselves, on their goals, on their life experience, on what they want from life. They need to work on this before they can come back with you, or they're going to be single for quite some time and then meet someone they're fated to be with. But they might be a little bit withdrawn, not wanting to enter into any relationships anytime soon. Just lacking direction in their love life here with the Hermit is what I feel when I see all these cards together. Very defensive over love. Things will be on the up and up. They could be very successful in other parts of their life after this breakup. You might find out that they're doing really well at work, or with their studies, or with their business. They might be completing things, and you might hear of it and feel like, wow, okay. I feel like they're embarking on a journey. They're doing some soul searching, and maybe that's what they need to do. Maybe that's what's in their path. That's what the Wheel of Fortune is handing them. Events, circumstances, people, places that are going to help them grow, help them manifest their dreams, fulfill their goals, fulfill their aspirations, etc. And right now, this is what I feel is happening with your ex here. But thank you so much for joining me, for viewing this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope it's been insightful for you. Again, please leave a thumbs up or a comment. if you'd like to see more of these videos. Otherwise, thank you so much for your viewership. It's very much appreciated, and hopefully I shall be chatting to you again soon. Thanks again.